y'all doing? I'm Mike, the Razor Rookie, and it's Sunday morning. I typically don't do morning shaves. I typically don't do Sunday shaves, but, you know, things happen. Schedule has to change sometimes. Anyway, a while back I noticed one of my channels that I love to watch, Jeffrey Smith. He used a brand by the name of Bull and Bell. It intrigued me. I liked the way he described it, and so I got myself a set. I never got around to using the soap. I didn't show you. Haven't had a chance to use it yet, but that's going to change this morning. Like I said, Bull and Bell, the original Barbershop scent. It's made in America. Not a lot of things are made in America anymore. They're out of Hampton, New Hampshire. Say that 5 times fast when you're drunk. Hampton, New Hampshire. People are really interested in the ingredients. So we got stearic acid, water, potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, coconut oil, mango butter, tallow, glycerin, Tusa silk, cherry kernel oil, and fragrance. It's a 4-ounce puck. And they come in these neat little metal tins. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And if you smelled any barbershop, they're all pretty much in line. Some are a little more woody, some are a little more sweet, some are a little more chemical based, I guess. Like they end up smelling like aqua velva or something like that. But I also have the pre-shave oil, and it's unscented, and the original Barbershop aftershave splash by the same brand. Mornings are not my thing. Edwin Jagger DE89, and my first use of a Rapira Super Stainless. And the brush is something I just got. The metal handled Razor Rock 400. It's aluminum. So I'm gonna get some prep done, and I'll be right back with you. All right. Shake most of the water out of that. I don't know how thirsty this is gonna be, so we're gonna learn about it together. So like I said, Sunday. It's typically my only off day, but I made a big deal about having a Thursday off, so I was off Thursday. Today's supposed to be my lazy day, but it's also the day I knock out some chores. It's been cool around here lately, so there is no yard work to do. Unless you count trimming hedges, in which case I've got some yard work to do. But ask me if I'm going to do it. Nope. I don't know if anybody else has picked up this brush. It's a nice big heavy milled handle. And it's got the darker plus soft knot in it. Razor Rock does a good job on their brushes. I like them a lot. So and this stuff lathers like crazy if you can't tell. I always worry. I try to play with the soap before I shave with it in front of you guys, but I don't always have that chance. So I got just tied up yesterday. My wife worked late, and I didn't get off when I thought I would. But you know, things happen. by the time it came time to get a shower and shave and all that, it was too late and I wasn't going to fight with it. So today's another day. Edwin Jagger DE89 with a Rapira Super Stainless. Never used one of these. I've heard good and bad things. They're double wrapped. Take from that what you will. Everybody seems to think double wrap means it's a better blade, but that is not always the case. And I think my opinion is, if you're going to use a blade you've never used, use an old familiar razor, so you know your angle and all that. And I know I use the 89 a lot. I like it. It's a great razor. I think there's a stigma around it, kind of. Like, oh man, they tell new guys to use that. I've been wet shaving for 3 years. I can't use a DE89. Okay, don't. You're missing out. I've gotten a bad shave out of DE89 once, and that was blade and soap problems. That's what that was. It wasn't the razor. And that was before I had a YouTube channel, so that wasn't even recorded. And get behind the ears. There we go. Now, analysis of this soap. It's doing a good job. It lathered well. It's thirsty. So what I should have done was pulled some of that out and stuck it in a lather bowl and whipped it up that way. I'm going to rinse and I'll be right back. All right. Still way too early. All right. So far, this is where I'm usually at before I start my second pass. Now, if you watched my last video, you know I used my Purely Skinful, and that spoiled the hell out of me on slickness lately. I've been trying not to use too much sterling, and now Purely Skinful's just as slick, so it's a really thirsty soap, so I can't judge it too much, but I've got a bit left, but I want to load it heavy so I can get it real wet and see if I can get it slick, see how much water it's going to take. If you know me, you know I ain't scared to go back to the puck. There ain't no shame in it. Trying to make it look good on camera don't always mean it's going to work the first try. And really, I ain't trying to make it look good on camera because I'm in front of it. I'm not doing it any favors. Nice, heavy, pasty. There. Now, it's a good soap. but I feel it'll take more water than what you think initially. In some soaps it'll run up to the paste, and then a couple more dips of water, and that's it. It'll floof up. You get one more dip of water, it'll just fall apart and wash off your face. I think this stuff's got a wider range between just 1 or 2 dips of water and 3 or 4 dips of water. Dips being dipping your brush just like so. You get some water on there. I can probably go for another one. And then so we'll go transparent for a minute, but then it'll come right back. Sometimes the synthetic isn't the brush you want for that, but if you can see that building up, yeah. It just wanted a little bit of water. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And now it's all thick, and I made a mess, yeah, but I ain't really worried about it. It's wet shaving. You're gonna make a mess. You're gonna get wet. Thick and cushiony. Still plenty left in the brush. Alright, let's do our against the grain second pass, huh? And like I said before, it's Sunday. I'm not doing nothing today. What are y'all doing? You got a game to watch, I'm sure. If you're an American. Or at least in North America. Because Canadians watch football too. Sometimes. Perfect. Typically we throw something on the grill. Or we have a fry down. It's well beyond crawfish season, so there ain't no boil happening. If you were to find some crawfish around here, they'd be refrigerated, frozen, and they wouldn't have no flavor left. Be like chewing on them little bitty cap erasers. Excuse me. That's pretty even. I ain't perfect, so none of this has to be perfect. Make sure I get behind the ears pretty good. Good enough. All right, now. Doing pretty good. I'm gonna rinse. I'll be right back. Okay. 2 passes. for that to go away. I wasn't bothering with it, and I probably shouldn't have. Alright. More than acceptable. Especially if you're not going to do anything but sit around the house. Of course, I am going to go to work tomorrow, but that's a different problem for a different day. Unscented witch hazel. Said it once, I said it a million times. It's cheap, it's worth a try. Give it a shot. It cleans you up. JB used one of them fancy words, in astringent. Google it. I'm not here to teach you nothing. It replenishes some of the moisture. It helps your skin recover from attacking it with a sharp object. And it's just nice. They got different scents. I got a rose petal one. It's gonna go really well when I grab one of Russell's soaps and use it. Just based on what sounds good to me, I went to Russell's website. That's the Outlaw Shaver, by the way, and he owns Wild West Shaving. And I picked up a few of his soaps. And they're all floral based. And that rose petal is going to go well with them. Alright. Now this stuff seems to separate. It's kind of milky up here at the top and not so much down here at the bottom. So I suggest you shake. If you get Bull and Bell, shake it. There you go. Now it's milky all over. I always like to show the restrictor off because that's important to some people. And it is a milky consistency. I don't know if y'all are going to be able to see that. Can you see that? That's a little different. Now this Barbershop scent smells really good. Has a really classic Barbershop scent. I like it. It kind of smells like a dollar store. I don't know why that came to mind, but it does, or it did. What the hell was that? There we go. That's a shave. That's it. That's all. That's all there is to it. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to recap for you one time. Speaking of recapping, I need to put the lid on that. I got a bad habit of leaving the lids off of my stuff. So, we used Bull and Bell Original Barbershop tallow based, not vegan, so if that's a deal breaker, almost dropped it, then don't get it, but good stuff, real thirsty. We shaved with an Edwin Jagger DE89, tried and true, lived by and tested by many, good, mild shaver. Doing all the work was the Rapier Super Stainless. Our brush for today was the, let me see if I can get that to show up. There we go, Razor Rock 400. Milled aluminum handle. This was the special edition. I think it's still available on their website, ItalianBarber.com. So yeah, it's the 400 handle. It's milled aluminum, nice and heavy, with a dark knot. Aftershave was, of course, Bull and Bell, and it matched. This end segment is special. I am not a fan of pre-shave oils. This one is no different. If you like oils, go ahead. It's unscented, so it'll go with whatever you're shaving with. Go right ahead. For me, nah. I'll probably throw that in a box with something and give it away. That's it. Not it, it's an oil. I don't want to put oil on my face. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for tuning in. That's the end of the shave. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say about it, there's a comment section down there. Just type something up and we'll talk about it, or everybody will talk about it, or me and you can talk about it. I'm going to leave my email in the description below, so if you got anything in particular you want to say to me, you know, or you can do it that way, or leave in the comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I'd surely appreciate it, and we have a lot of fun here. And yeah, Wednesdays and Saturdays is usually my thing, but today's a Sunday, so you got a late video, early video, whichever way you want to look at it, man. Glass half empty, glass half full. There's a glass, man, and there's liquid in it. That's the way I look at it. All right. So, anyway, I'm Mike, the Razor Rookie. Later on, I got shit to do.